Hey there everybody, I'm Alan Hoff and I'm here at the Avid stand at NAB 2018. I am happy to tell you about the brand new news here at NAB from Avid, starting with our new creative tools lineup. So you guys may be aware that Avid has had some free versions of our products. Pro Tools First, which has been out there for a couple of years now. Media Composer First, that came out just a little actually a little less than a year ago. And at the show here we announced a free version of Sibelius called Sibelius First, and that's our music composition software. So the goal behind this is, of course, is to get the next generation of creatives into the Avid family by using the tools the pros use. So the muscle memory that you learn using these first products, downloadable, available for free, will directly transfer to the full-blown products when you're ready to step up. And so here at the show, in addition to bringing out a new version of Sibelius called Sibelius First for free, we've also brought out a new tier of products simply called Media Composer, Pro Tools, and Sibelius. And in that tier product, we're really excited that the new Media Composer is now available for less than $20 a month. This is the full-blown Media Composer that everybody's come to know and love, that is the perfect tool for professionals. Folks who want to make a career and make a living in editing in this industry need to learn Media Composer, because it's been shown that those types of folks can earn a higher salary, a higher 44% more than editors trained on the other products that are out there. So that's really something you need to consider, because that can translate to over $1 million of additional salary over the course of a career. So download Media Composer first if you haven't done so yet, and then get on Media Composer once you're comfortable with it for less than $20 a month. So that's really cool. And then we brought out a top tier, again across Pro Tools and Media Composer and Sibelius, called Ultimate. And this Media Composer Ultimate is now $49.99 a month, and that includes everything that used to be kind of an extra option. Things like the award-winning Script Sync and Phrase Find, which is just incredibly productivity-enhancing tools for doing great scripted editorial work. So check out Media Composer Ultimate, and of course, I'd be remiss in not also flying the Pro Tools flag. So we now have Pro Tools First, Pro Tools, and Pro Tools Ultimate, and this also includes the great Avid plugin bundle and other new capabilities that previously were not part of the Pro Tools HD. So the formerly known as Pro Tools HD is now Pro Tools Ultimate, so check that out. Also at the show, we brought out a brand new member of the Avid Artist family, and this is for nice, portable, mobile, and affordable 4K production. Avid already had the most comprehensive 4:4 production workflow end-to-end, and now with this new DNX ID, we have simple HDMI and RGB analog connectivity and analog I/O as well, and total USB and Thunderbolt connectivity as well. And what's really nice is that with our partners Blackmagic, you can actually monitor the signal as you're recording it. So this is less than $1,000, really wonderful. It'll be available in July. Its sister here, pardon me, is the DNX IV, which is now shipping and now available. This was done with our partners from AJA, and it's got a great mic pre right built into the front there, and it's got the full complement of I/O as well. So that is the Avid Artist DNX IV. We also have another member of the family called the DNX IV, and that's for IP rather. That's DNX IP for IP workflows end-to-end. So we got everyone covered here in terms of the hardware peripherals for video I/O. So another really exciting thing that we're focusing on and showcasing here at NAB 2018 is the new Media Central Editorial Management. And I'm going to explain to you what that's all about. So Media Central Editorial Management is asset management that is playing to all of Avid's greatest strengths in terms of collaborative work group performance, and applies it to the video post kind of environment. So what that means is that if you're already familiar and comfortable with the entire methodology of working inside Media Composer, we now have something that's called a hyperbin, which will allow people who are not necessarily trained Media Composer users to begin to create bins, start logging material, adding markers, comments, enriching the metadata from a browser-based interface. It's really ducky, doggy, horsey, simple to use. So anybody who can, shop at Amazon.com can now be invited into the post process, part of that whole collaborative team. And as they create those new bins and add their comments and markers, and of course I'm referring to assistant editors or producers who you want to have in this environment, they can be doing this from any kind of browser-based device, iOS, Android, what have you. As they're doing it, the work they're doing is showing up in real time inside the Media Composer Editor's project. So you can create new bins, you can copy from one bin to the other, just from window to window inside a browser base, and then just like that, it's happening in real time, synced to the Media Composer Editor back at the mothership, wherever that may be. So this is all about really intuitive and inclusive asset management. It's going to greatly enhance the productivity of small creative teams, and we're really excited to finally bring all the firepower and know-how that we've had resident in our news workflows and our enterprise-sized media industry companies out there to the small group post community. So check out Media Central Editorial Management. It's optimized for Media Composer folks. It works really well for non-trained Media Composer folks, and it works best on the Avid Nexus shared storage environment. And I think that's where I'll wind up my little overview here. So Nexus, of course, which is the industry's intelligent media architecture, we've done a few new things there. First of all, we now have a 40 gig client that makes the most of our new E2 SSD high performance storage set, which is ideal for high-end finishing, 4K and beyond, for example. In addition to that, we now have a new member of the family that's called the oh my gosh, it's been a long show. It's called the Avid Nexus E5 NL, which is referring to NL as in nearline. And what this is, it's a really dense, it's practically a petabyte's worth of storage in a beautiful 4U rack mount that is able to be drag and dropped from your active material that you're in production to a nearline archive. Really powerful, works just really well with the brand new Nexus system administration tool. So Avid's always done shared storage easier than anybody else. We've made it even easier. Again, the design center is, if you can use Amazon.com, you should be able to get up to speed and learn how to use this stuff just as easily. And so you'll make sure to check out how great that and intuitive that new system administration tool is that's out there. So I think I'll just wrap up by just tantalizing you with some other new stuff that's forthcoming for Media Composer, and this is in the near term, and anybody who subscribes to Media Composer or Media Composer Ultimate can look forward to getting these types of features delivered in the not too distant future. Some of those are our new multicam that features something called Supergroup. This is our Emmy award-winning multicam that we just received here at the show. Now taken to the next level. With a Supergroup, what you can do is you can take an already saved four camera shot, and in the context, switch out a camera angle without having to ever open it up or create a whole new multicam group, etc. So we call that Supergroup. So you heard me talk about hyperbins on the Media Central editorial management side. Another new feature is Supergroup. In addition to that, we were demonstrating at the ACA, to popular applause, the new live timeline capability. So now when you're working inside Media Composer, you don't have to worry about the engine stopping playback just because you're clicking around the interface. A small but significant leap forward for Media Composer. We were also showing shape-based color correction, which has been a top feature request for many, many years. We've got it. It's coming. You're going to love it. Now, one more comment. We're really focusing on the engine and its performance. So we've got customers who are going to be using us for doing multi-streams of 8K for the forthcoming Olympics. And that work that we've been doing there will benefit everybody. So one more thing about our multicam. When we were showing it, we were showing 4 streams of XIAVC, which is a really heavy lift codec. And it really underscores the performance work we've been doing in the engine underneath Media Composer. And this is supporting multiple streams of 4K, obviously, 8K, and even 16K. So bring on the future resolutions. We're ready, and I'm really looking forward to you guys checking it out. So those are just some of the things that we're working on in Media Composer land. I thought I'd give you a little secret insight as to some of the stuff, especially since you weren't here likely at Avid Connect. And maybe you should come next year to Avid Connect so you can be amongst the first to hear about all the cool stuff that we're working on. So that's my big wrap here for NAB 2018 with Avid. And
Broadfield Distributing is a value-added distributor of live production, streaming, video editing, and storage products. We only sell to resellers. We are always looking for new dealers, so call us at 800-634-5178 or email sales@broadfield.com. You'll like doing business with Broadfield because we make it easy to do business.